When Newark paragraph page 691, last headword was organize. Okay, so let's start with our lesson. One moment. Oh, it's not loading. One moment. Let me reload, okay? There we go. Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so let's start. Okay, repeat. Organize.
Organize.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word organize is a verb. To organize means to arrange and plan an activity. For example, supposing a group of foreign students came to stay with me for the weekend, I'd organize a party for them. And I'm good at organizing things. Let's practice. Supposing a group of foreign students came to stay with you for the weekend, what would you organize for them? Supposing a group of foreign students came to stay with you for the weekend, what would you organize for them? Supposing a
Supposing
group of foreign students
group of foreign students
came to stay with me
into state with me
for the weekend,
for the weekend,
I'd organize
I'd
a party
organize
for them.
a party for them.
Very good. Are you good at organizing things? Are you good at organizing things? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm good at
I'm good at
organizing things.
organizing things.
Very good. Okay, that's the end of Newark. Let's move on to reading. Okay, please get your reading material
Reading. Okay.
and open to lesson 109, page
158.
668. 68, 668.
68. 68. Oh, hmm? Si- okay.
Models of probability.
Okay. Models for probability.
Mhm.
Logical. Tell me a common way of communicating how probably we think something is. Basis.
One more.
Besides,
Tell me a common way
tell me a common way of
communicating
communicating
how
how
probable
probable we think
something is
something is.
besides using
Besides using words like sure, probably, or purpose.
perhaps.
Perhaps,
Mhm.
a common, a
Common
common way
way
of
communicating
communicating how
probable
probably,
probable mhm,
probable we think something is. Besides using words like sure, sure, probably, or purpose
uh-huh, perhaps
is あれ perhaps, perhaps. Okay,
is
perhaps
by
is by using modal verbs.
verbs. Very good.
Give me an example, please. I may buy some new clothes next weekend.
Very good.
Which modal can express the idea that we are sure something is true because it makes logical sentence in
One
a
more. Logical sense.
logical sense in a particular situation. Mm? The
The,
mo-
mo- the
the
model must
modal must can express the idea that we are sure something is true because it makes logical sense in a particular situation. Give me an example, please. Alison must have a lot of money because she
Owns
owns she
houses.
owns houses in four different countries.
Very good.
Which models can express the idea of probably? The models should and ought to can express the idea of probably. Probably, はい、probably.
Probably.
Give me an example, please. They just said on the radio that it ought to be nice and sunny tomorrow. Which models can express the idea of perhaps? The model the models may, might, and could can express the idea of perhaps.
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 Perhaps. Very good.
Perhaps. はい。perhaps. Give me an example, please. Quick. If you run, you might catch that bus. Which model expresses the idea that we are sure something is not true because it makes no logical sense in a particular situation. The model can't expresses the idea that we are sure something is not true because it makes no logical sense in a particular situation. Give me an example, please. Amy can't be home. She would have opened the door by now. We've been knocking for ages.
Very good.
Now I will give you a sentence and you say a sentence with the same meaning but with a modal. She just spent 3 hours in the gym. So I'm sure she's tired. She's just spent 3 hours in the gym. So she must be tired.
Very good.
Oh, perhaps he knows where the exist
Exit.
exist is.
One more. Exit is. Exit.
Exist.
Exit.
Exist.
Like and then sit. Exit.
Exit. Exit is he might he
He might.
might know where the exit is.
Very good.
I'm I'm certain that he isn't in his office because the lights are off. He can't be in his office because the lights are off. I think the cake will probably taste very good. The cake, the cake should taste very good. Official. What do we mean by a government official? By a government official, we mean someone who works for the government, usually with a certain amount of power. What do we mean by the official language? Official language of a country? By the official language
Of
of a country, we mean the
language.
language that is used by the government and in schools in
Countries.
countries where a number of different languages are spoken. In love, fall in love. Pa-
Percentage.
percentage forever. Would you be willing to leave your home and move abroad to be with somebody you are in love with? Uh-huh. Yes, I'd be willing to leave my home
And move.
and move abroad to be with somebody
Somebody I were.
somebody I were in love with.
Hmm.
What percentage of couples that fall in love do you think remain in love forever? Eh? I think about hmm,
I'd say 50%.
50. Yeah, 50% of couples that
Remain.
fall in love to
Remain in
fall,
love.
ah, fall in love, remain in love forever.
Hmm. Priest.
Priest, priest. Would you like to be a priest? No, I wouldn't like to be a priest. Why or why not? Because I'm Buddha.
I'm a Buddhist.
A Buddhist. I'm a Buddhist. Yeah,
Very good.
I'm a Buddhist. Uh,
Preach.
preach, preach. What do we mean when we say that same
Some people
people? はい。Sorry. That some people don't preach,違う。
don't practice.
プレ don't practice what they preach. When we say, when we say,
That
hmm? When we say that same
some
people,
people.
sorry, some people
Hmm.
don't practice what they preach, we mean that they give advice to other people about what is right, but they don't follow this advice themselves. Kingdom, United Kingdom, Northern
Ireland.
Ireland,
Wales.
Wales. What's a kingdom? A kingdom is a country which has a king or a queen. Which countries does the United Kingdom include? The United Kingdom includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Case? In what case do we use the word an instead of a? We use the word an instead of a in any case where the following words start with a vowel sound.
Very good.
Can you think of a case where it'd be wrong to send someone who had killed another person to prison? Can you think of those?
Yeah, can you think of a reason where
No.
sending someone who killed a person go to prison wrong?
No,
No. Very good.
no, no,
Hmm.
no. I can't.
I can't
I,
think.
I can't think. I can't think of a case where it be wrong to send someone who had killed another person to prison. Tell us,
Uh,
please.
except that. That is. Mhm.
That is okay. That is. Give me a sentence with that is in it. Everybody loves that movie. That is everybody I've spoken to. I'll go to the post office tomorrow. That is, if I have enough time. Idiom. Hang on. What's an idiom? An idiom i- an idiom is an expression or group of words that has a meaning we can't guess just by looking at the words. What does the idiom hang on mean? The idiom the, i- hmm?
The idiom.
The idiom hang on means wait.
Hmm.
Would the, would the waiter in a top restaurant say hang on a minute to a group of customers before finding them a table? No, a waiter in a top restaurant say
Wouldn't
hang
say
on, uh, wouldn't say hang on minutes,
to a group
wouldn't
of.
say to a group of customers before finding them a table. Why not? Because the idiom hang on is only used in formal situations. Give me an example, please. Hang on, I left my phone upstairs. I'll be back in a minute. Pa, hmm?
Pro-
proper,
proper.
proper, improper, side, doorway. What's the proper number of players on each side for a game of football? The proper number of players on each side for a game of football is 11. Is it considered improper behavior in your country for a guest to arrive for dinner at someone's home empty-handed? That is without even a bottle of wine or some flowers.
Very good.
どちら Yes, it's considered improper behavior in my country for a guest to arrive for dinner at someone's home empty-handed.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of reading. Let's
Okay.
move on to revision. Okay, so let's have revision. Here we go. What does the verb mind means? What does the verb mind mean? The verb mind
The verb
means
mind
object
mean
to,
object to
consider,
consider,
be careful of,
be careful of,
care,
care,
and look after.
and look after.
What can we say to other passengers before opening a window on a train or a bus? What can we say to the other passengers before opening a window on a train or a bus? Before opening a window
Before before opening a window
on a train or
on
a
a
bus,
train or a bus,
we can say
we
to
can
the
say
other passengers,
to the other
"Excuse
passengers,
me,
"Excuse
would
me,
you mind
would you
if
mind
I open the window?"
if I open the window?"
Where at the cinema, do you mind if people sitting near you chat loudly throughout the film? At the cinema, do you mind if people sitting near you chat loudly throughout the film? Yes or no?
Yes.
At the cinema,
At the
I
cinema,
mind if people
I I mind if people
sitting near me, sitting
ch-
near
ch-
me,
chatting near
or
me,
sitting near me,
sitting near me,
chat loudly
chat loudly
throughout the film.
throughout the film.
Where in if you mind, what can you say? And if you mind, what can you say? If I mind,
If I
I
mind,
can say,
I
excuse
can
me,
say, excuse
but
me,
would you mind
but would you
not
mind
talking, please?
not talking, please?
Very good. So, what does someone mean if they say, don't mind me, carry on with what you're doing? What does someone mean if they say, don't mind me, carry on with what you're doing? If someone said,
If someone said,
don't mind me,
don't mind me,
carry on
carry
with what
on
you're doing,
what you are doing,
with what you're doing,
with what you are doing,
they mean,
they
don't
mean
consider me
don't consider
or
me
don't think about me.
or don't think about
So,
me.
very good. If you didn't mind what you said in public, what might happen? If you didn't mind what you said in public, what might happen? If I didn't mind
If I didn't
what I
mind
said in public,
what I what I said in
I
public,
might get into trouble.
I might get into trouble.
If a sign above a door says mind your head, what does it mean? If a sign above a door says mind your head, what does it mean? If a sign
If a sign
above a door says
above
above a
door
door
said,
says mind your head,
mind your head,
it means that
it means that
the door is low
the door is
and
low
that you must be careful
and you must be careful
not to hit
not to hit
your head on it.
your head on it.
Where do you mind what other people say or think about you? Do you mind what other people think or say about you? Yes or no?
Yes,
I mind
I mind
what other people
what other people
say or think
say or think
about me.
about me
Why? Why? Because I want them
because I want them
to have a good impression
to have a good
of
impression
me.
of me.
When parents have to go out together in the evening, who usually minds their baby? When parents have to go out together in the evening, who usually minds their baby? When parents
Where
have to
parents
go out
have
together
to go out
in
together
the evening,
in the
a
evening.
babysitter usually
A baby a babysitter usually
minds their baby, minds
minds your
their
baby,
minds their baby.
minds their baby.
What's a child minder? What's a child minder? A child minder
A
is
childminder
someone who looks after
is someone who looks after
a very young child
a very young
while the
child
parents
while the
are
parents
at work.
are at work.
Very good. Do you think it's fair to judge a person by the way they look? Do you think it's fair to judge a person by the way they look? No, I
No,
don't think
I don't think
it's fair to
it's
judge a
fair
person
to judge a
by
person
the way they look.
by the way they
I
look.
think it's unfair.
I think it's unfair.
If I ask everyone in this class 20 questions but only ask you two, would that be fair? If I ask everyone in this class 20 questions but only ask you two, would that be fair? No.
No,
If you ask everyone
if you ask
in
everyone
this class
in this
20
class
questions
20
but
questions
only ask me two,
but only ask me
it
two,
wouldn't be fair.
it wouldn't be fair.
It'd be unfair.
It'll be unfair.
Very good. Name a few things that most teenagers are into. Name a few things that most teenagers are into. A few things
A few
that
things
most teenagers
that most
are
teenagers
into are
are into are
computer games,
computer games,
clothes, music,
sport,
clothes,
clothes,
music, etc.
music, etc.
Give me another example of the idiom be into something. Give me another example of the idiom be into something, please. I used to love
I used to
playing
love
tennis,
playing
but
tennis,
now
but now
I'm really into golf.
I'm really into golf.
Very good. Okay. How do we know when a food has gone bad? Okay, but we stop there for today. But very
Okay,